5 years ago, I saw this Bougainvillea in a nursery pot and I saw potential. I thought this thing could become a bonsai. So I took it home and I put it into a bonsai pot, and then I did something that I normally wouldn't do. I did nothing. No pruning, no wiring. I just let it grow. And today this same tree has had its best flower flush ever. Fast forward 5 years and this is what it looks like today. And I want to walk you through exactly what happened in between, because it's not what most people expect. There were really only 2 big defoliations and 1 round of wiring across the 5 years, and that's it. So let's take a look right now. After I potted it, I gave it a full year with no intervention at all. No pruning, no wiring. I just let it grow and establish. This is a step people rush past, and I get it. It's not exciting to film a tree just sitting there, but the trees need to build a strong root system and settle into its pot before it can handle any hard work. Doing nothing for a year wasn't laziness, it was letting the tree get strong enough for what was coming next. And after that first year, once I could see solid, healthy growth, I did the first defoliation. And this one was hard. I took off every leaf and I removed every branch that I didn't want in the eventual structure. So let's actually talk about why defoliation matters, because it is one of those techniques that looks brutal if you don't understand it. When you strip the leaves of a healthy tree, you force it to push new buds from dormant points all along the branches, not just from the strongest growing tips, which is usually what happens if you just let it grow naturally. That means instead of a few long leggy branches, you get many new shoots breaking out all over the tree. That's how you build ramification, that fine, dense branching that makes a bonsai actually look like a mature tree instead of a shrub in a pot. Now, doing it properly really matters, and here's a few things that I stick to. Number 1, only defoliate a healthy, well-established tree. This tree had a full year to settle into its first pot. And you never defoliate something that is stressed or newly potted or weak. Number 2, do it during an active growing season, when the tree has the energy reserves to recover and push new buds quickly. For us, where I live in the tropical North Queensland, that's the warm, wet part of the year. Number 3, remove the whole leaf, but don't damage the bud at its base. That's where the new growth comes from, so you're stripping the leaf, not tearing the stem. And number 4, this is also when you make your branch decisions. When the tree is bare, you can actually see what the whole tree structure looks like, which makes it the ideal time to remove branches that you don't want, because you're not guessing under a canopy of leaves. Now let's fast forward another year or so, and as you can see, I've done a partial defoliation. I haven't removed all the leaves, but I've done some heavy wiring, and I've sort of changed the direction of this bonsai to what you see here. And then I just let it grow out again, and this year it gave me the best flower flush I've seen from this tree. So let's talk a little bit about Bougainvillea flowers specifically, because there's a bit of a trick to getting them to bloom heavy like this. And what you're actually looking at isn't flower petals. Those colourful parts are called bracts, or modified leaves. And the real flower is the small white part that's right in the centre of the cluster. Bougainvillea flower on new growth, which means the flower that you see is directly tied to the pruning and defoliation cycle. Every round of cutting back sets up the next potential flush. A few things that genuinely make a difference for getting more flowers is, number 1, give it real sun. The Bougainvillea want as much direct sunlight as you possibly can give them, and flowering drops off if you put them in the shade. Number 2 is let the soil dry between waterings. This dry stress actually encourages flowering over constant lush growth. This is a plant that blooms harder when it is not comfortable. And number 3 is go easy on nitrogen, especially close to the flowering time. Too much nitrogen pushes leafy growth at the expense of blooms. And number 4 is to prune with flowering in mind. Because they flower on new growth, a prune followed by a good stretch of undisturbed growth is what sets up explosive flowering. Constant cutting never lets that new growth mature enough to flower. And so fast forward to today, now that this flowering phase is finished, I'm just doing some light pruning. I'm not removing all the leaves, but I'm just preparing it for its next flowering phase. Now guys, a quick disclaimer before I wrap up. Everything I've shown here is what worked for this specific tree, and every bonsai is different. I'm not telling you that you need to defoliate your bougainvillea just because you watch this. Defoliation is a stressful technique, and doing it on the tree that it isn't ready can really set it back or kill it. So please do your own thorough research and understand your own tree's health and your own climate before you decide to try it yourself. So here I am guys, just doing a little bit of work on this bonsai, getting it ready for the next flowering season. It's very simple light work. I just remove the spent and dying flowers, and then I take a sharp pair of pruning scissors and I remove not all but most of the leaves. This is just so I can see the structure clearly and see the new branch growth, and I can sort of decide what direction I want to take the bonsai in from here. And I can see that there are a few stems that are growing out past the silhouette and sort of breaking the overall shape of what I want. And so I remove those. I'm going to use those as cuttings. Bougainvillea grow very well from cuttings, and if you'd like to see how I'm going to propagate this tree with these cuttings, just let me know in the comment section below, and I can share those tips with you. But yeah, so it's just basically looking at the plant and deciding what do I want to keep, what is growing too far out of the silhouette, and don't be afraid to prune your bougainvillea. Bougainvillea respond very well to pruning, and remember that bougainvillea flowers grow on new growth. So the more new growth you have, the more flowers you potentially can have as well. But guys, look, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This brings us to the end, and look, if you've got a bougainvillea that you've been working on and you'd like to share what has been working well for you, please share that in the comments section below. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. But till then, happy bonsai.